Good morning, everybody. We are on day, I don't even know what day it is anymore of this cleanup, 6 or 7, 5 or 6, but 6, 7, just kidding. Anyway, we're gonna clean up this section today. I've been going through the yard every day since I've been home from all my vacations and focusing on one bed and doing all the maintenance that that bed needs. And it's just a good opportunity to make things look a lot nicer in this heat, to inspect the plants, see what's going on, see what they need, and to see what little things you can do to help a little bit during this hot summertime. So let me show you what area we're going to be working in today. I've been trying to get up really early, and today I've been having a hard time sleeping at night, you guys. It's been bad. I don't know. It's been hot here though. We had record overnight heat the other day, so it got down to like 85 as the low. So some of you who live in hot climates are probably used to that, but here in Utah at least gets down in the 70s, which is a nice break. So I don't know if it's just because it's hot or what. Anyway, so today I'm going to be working in here in this whole section. I think I'll focus on this down here. And I actually think I might get up here too and get this all done because there's not a ton to do. There's a lot of deadheading to do over here. So maybe that's what I'll start with, is all the deadheading up here. Yeah, so I have all these daisies. You can see this daisy needs some iron. So I'm going to get some I'm going to add some chelated iron on here. I actually went and bought another bottle because I was running low. So this one I just planted, I'll deadhead. That will probably help that one root in a little bit because it is struggling just slightly. I will deadhead some of this super beana. I usually don't, but I just feel like it's pretty lulled out. So I will do that. And then I'll come in here, and this needs iron too. You can see it's quite iron deficient, some of those leaves. Deadhead, we have bindweed all in here, which is annoying. Deadhead these daisies, and there's some other stuff up here too. I have deadheading of marigolds to do. I did come in here and just trim back these marigolds a little bit just to let them thicken out a little bit. That always helps them. So I did come in and do that already. I did that over here too. And I also came in when I was just out here the other day and I had a minute, and I gave these iron because they seem to be struggling. And I fertilized these, and they seem to be doing really good over here. Over here we had a few losses, but that's okay. We'll just deal with what we have, but we have some big weeds in here that I need to get out. I have these pots here. I'm tempted to throw both of these in the ground over here. I think there's a spot that they might do well. Will I do that today? I'm not sure. We'll decide when I get there. I'm already feeling the heat right now as I'm going here. So we'll see if I feel motivated to do that. But let's get started in here. I might give this another shot of iron. I already have, but man, this plant is doing it beautifully. This salvia, I'll deadhead this so we can encourage more blooms on this as well. And yeah, only thing I don't like about these marigolds is they look like that when they're done, but otherwise I just love these so much, and that combination is so pretty. I love it. So let's get going. I might just trim up these boxwoods a little bit, not a ton, but just a little bit, so they look a little bit nicer and not so hairy. And I think it'll be fine even though it's hot. I'm not going to do a ton, just a little shaping, or maybe I'll wait till next week to do that when it's not going to be 104 this week. We'll make those decisions as we get to those plants. Let's go up here though and look at these. Things looking pretty good. This heather is struggling a little bit. I'll clean that up. Yeah, the super beana's finally getting going. I might come back and cut some salvia back a little bit. I like this white salvia, but sometimes it looks a little messy. I don't know. I can't decide how much I like it. But these flowers, that combo is really pretty. Okay, let's get started. I really feel like there's not too much to do, but as I get into it, it takes a minute. So let's start. So this got hit with spider mites at the beginning of the season, and it did a number on it for sure. So I'm just cutting it down to where there's green. This one's completely dead. This one has green coming out here. That's dead. This is trying to come back, so I'm gonna cut here. Yeah, there's green there. There's green here. And then there's green coming out here. Just to make this look a little better. Oh, it's kind of sad. I feel like it will survive though. I'm gonna not move it today. I think I'll move it in the fall. Should probably try to go get another one of these actually at the garden center, because I do like these on my porch for Halloween. These elderberries, the black ones. This is dead. So this isn't looking super great, but I think that will help it. What I really want to do is plant a laurel here like there is on the other side, and we'll look at it in a second, but there's a big what is it called? French drain is right here. And so this pot on it. Things just die by it. I might try it again though, because now I can put a drip line to it, because we fixed that drip line. So I've been wanting to cut back this infected, this has got fungus on it, this lupine. It's done blooming. So you can cut this all the way down to the ground, and there's some new growth. So I'm gonna try to avoid the new growth, but I'm gonna get all these infected and dead ones out, and all the grass. And it'll look so much better. Okay, these are looking pretty good. They have so many more buds on them. So I did come crazy and just pull off some of the dead petals, but they still are going to bloom for quite a while. So I'm not going to deadhead these quite yet, but we're just going to continue getting the morning glory or bindweed out of here and any tree sprouts that I have. And I deadheaded that rose, Bosco Bell. I can deadhead one more rose and we'll just continue along here and clean this up. Okay, so I think I need to take care of these fuzzy bushes. I'm just gonna try to do it with this and clean them up and just have them be done for the rest of the season. And then in the fall, I'll probably have to do it again, but let's just get rid of the little fuzzies. Okay, I got this one all cut back, and I did come in here and put some iron on this because it needed it. Watered this dead spot in the grass, trying to revive that a little bit. Put some iron on this, put some iron on that. Everything's gonna be so much happier. Watered it in a little bit. Deadheaded these zinnias, so hopefully we get some more color coming back pretty soon. Cleaned out all the bindweed. There was so much bindweed in here. Just climbs in all my plants, and it's really hard when it gets on these. These are the luminary opalescence phlox, if I didn't mention that before. It just wraps around the whole stem. Poor thing. I'm starting to get some new growth of this plant down here, which is exciting, and I noticed some down here. So hopefully this will get a little thicker and fill in. And when this rose is filled in, it'll be really pretty. This rose actually complements this flower. I kind of wasn't liking that this was cool toned, but it does have this warm toned pink center, which I think is going to be so cute with the Bosco Bell when it's mature and bigger and blooming. Right now they look a little pale, but these are kind of a bright warm pink, like the center of this flower. I want to plant something here. So I think I might run to the garden center today, and I don't know when I'll get to planting that, but I want to figure out what to put in here. I need to think a little bit. I think I want an evergreen. I have an evergreen juniper here that is going to grow around this tree. It's so cute. It's finally getting a little bit of length to it that you can see here. And so I have that juniper color. And then I have a mugo pine, which is going to take a while. I might do another mugo pine, honestly. I think that would be cute here. Or maybe I'll do something that kind of lays on the rocks. Cut back the lupine. Getting rid of that fungus is going to be really good. In fact, these little baby ones are starting to get fungus too. I need to take them off. I missed a couple. Cut back those daisies. Trim back some of those dead branches inside that tree. Love this tree. It's starting to recover. I think I need to deep water it once in a while in the summer. I've been doing that this summer, and it's been recovering a little bit more. And I put Dr. Jim's fertilizer on it, and I really do love that stuff. I think it helps quite a bit. So it's looking much better with the daisies deadheaded. And yeah, see, I have another evergreen right here too. So I'm just trying to think. I'll have to just look when I'm at the garden center what to put there. I might pick up a laurel too and try to plant that here and get a drip line to it since I have that. I feel like this one's not on drip and it seems to do fine. So I just maybe need to get this one established, but it's always so hot next to this box here. So we'll see. I got this all cleaned up. This one's doing well. I didn't mess with this because I kind of just came in here and planted these. I need to adjust that drip because obviously it's too much. When I worked on this, I didn't trim that back. So I trimmed it back just a tiny bit and it's recovering so well. I'm so happy with that. I did come in and put iron for this time here. Put iron on this because you can see it's iron deficient. Watered it all in. Let the iron kind of go down in there too on those. There's iron on this, and this is watered in, and I did cut back that salvia just a little bit. The only thing I don't like about this white salvia is it's brown when it's done blooming. So cleaned up the rose a little bit, and man, everything's just popping right now. It's really pretty outside right now. Just a little bit overcast. So I'm gonna end by blowing all of this out, but I think I worked on 6 different beds out here, and now the backyard is completely done. Dahlias are cleaned up. Lisianthus is getting ready to bloom. I've got this area all cleaned up. Everything has iron, everything has fertilizer, all the weeds are pulled out, at least the ones that I could see. And so I'm feeling so much better, so much better about the yard. And we've had a few overcast days, which has helped too, but everything is just looking quite a bit better. Let me show you a sneak peek here. I'm gonna do a garden tour very soon, I think, because all my chores are done. But we came in here. This is really good. It tells me where the sprinklers are missing, and obviously they're missing over here, but we came in and put some mulch down in here, and it makes such a big difference. Just having it's actually soil pep is what I like to use on this hill, and it's doing well so far. It's going to keep everything looking a little nicer too, because you don't see that dry hard ground, but it is a little dry underneath it. But this is going to help retain that moisture. It looks better and cleaner, especially since I've come in here and cleaned everything up. So it's just looking nice and fresh. But we'll do a garden tour here soon because things are starting to look really, really pretty, especially now that they're cleaned up. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna work on the front yard next, so look forward to that. I'll probably spend 2 days on that. We'll see how much there is to do out there. I haven't really even had a chance to check and see what exactly needs to be done. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you in my next video with a garden tour coming soon, and also a rose garden tour coming soon. It's a little bit later because I'm waiting for my roses to rebloom to get a little bit more footage on a few that had thrips and weren't quite themselves. So we will have that out pretty soon. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.